Is Tower Defense Simulator gonna be in the Ready Player 2 event? Everybody wants to know. Please, Harrison, just tell us. I'm not gonna just tell you. Then there'd be no video. You have to watch this entire video all the way to the end to find out everything I know about TDS being in the Ready Player 2 event. Or maybe not being in it at all. So far, players have been challenged to enter codes in Piggy, find images in Bad Business, and do an obby in Robloxian High? That's different. Only 4 out of the 7 games participating in this event have been revealed. And while you might have seen videos from other YouTubers talking about which games might make it into the Ready Player 2 event, I can guarantee you that none of them were named Harrison and not a single one has 2 cats. Wait, what am I even talking about? I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna have to stay with me. I'm a boomer. Sometimes I forget what I'm talking. Squirrel. Now, I think we have some pretty good evidence that TDS is, in fact, taking part in the Ready Player 2 event. So the first thing I want to talk about is what makes me think that. A good place to start is by looking at the badges for games that we already know are in the event, like Piggy, Bee Swarm Sim, and Robloxian High, and comparing those to other badges that have recently been added to various Roblox games. Let's start with Piggy. This badge was added to the game 21 days ago. This is definitely the badge that you get when you complete the Ready Player 2 event in Piggy. And here's a picture of the badge that's super sus in TDS. Obviously, they're similar. They both have question marks, but they were also both uploaded 21 days ago. And you're actually going to see that this is common for almost all the badges I talk about in this video. Even though they have different names, different descriptions, and different themes, they're all kind of mysterious and were uploaded on the same day. One major difference here between these two badges is that the TDS badge was updated 7 days ago while the Piggy badge wasn't. And so the next question we can reasonably ask is, did any other badges that we know for sure are in this event change or get updated 7 days ago? And the answer is yes. The badge for Bee Swarm Simulator, the second game in the Ready Player 2 event, also got updated 7 days ago. Now, these are the only 2 badges out of all the badges that I found that changed 7 days ago. Okay, so what happened on that day that may have caused these badges to change? Well, of course, the freaking Ready Player 2 event launched, and your boy was there to catch all the action. Or actually, lack of action, that is. Yeah, nothing really happened at that time except for the Ready Player 2 hub changing its name from what it was originally called, a mysterious place. And you're gonna see that a big theme that connects the whole Oasis, the Ready Player 1 story, and the Ready Player 2 story is mystery. In the Ready Player 1 movie, the characters are trying to solve puzzles to collect keys to get ownership of the internet or something. I don't really remember, but that's basically why the Ready Player 2 challenges in Roblox are all puzzles or riddles or obbies. My point is that mystery is a big part of it. So the game was called A Mysterious Place, and then a week ago, that was changed to the Ready Player 2 hub. I don't know what was changed on the Bee Swarm Sim badge, but if you guys remember, in TDS, this badge was originally called Hidden Wave 999. Then it was changed to something that seems to match many of the elements from this event. The question marks, the creation date, and the word mysterious. And it's because of all these things that I think TDS is going to be in the Ready Player 2 event. Now I'm going to quickly go over some badges from other games that might be in this event. Shout out to Telanthric because I got this information from his YouTube video. He goes into way more detail about the badges themselves. So I'll put the link to that video in the description below for you to check out. Okay, first note, almost all these badges were added 21 days ago. The first one is for Build a Boat, and it's just a question mark. I think this is going to be like Piggy in the sense that this game is going to be both in RB battles and in Ready Player 2. The next one is Saber Simulator. Again, this badge is just question marks and it has a question mark on it. Next up is Mad City. More question marks for the title, but the icon is actually a key. Remember that I said finding keys was a major part of the Ready Player 1 storyline? Now, I'm not absolutely sure on this next game, even though it's far superior to Among Us. That's right, it's highly possible that the smash hit Roblox game Imposter is going to be in the Ready Player 2 event. The badge title is question marks, the badge icon is question marks, but it was only added 7 days ago. While we do know that some badges were changed 7 days ago, I don't know of any others that were just added, so this might just be a coincidence. The next possible game is Epic Minigames. Notice how the title is placeholder? Well, I'm gonna put on my smart person hat here for a second and remind all of y'all ignorant people out there that the original text for the possible Ready Player 2 TDS badge was lorem ipsum, which essentially means placeholder. Coincidence? And the final game that might be part of this event is Lumber Tycoon 2. Really, the only similarity here is the date, as there's no question marks, and it's got a freaking goose on it. So if we go ahead and say that TDS is in the Ready Player 2 event, what do you think the puzzle, challenge, or God help me, obby will be that earns players this badge? That's a tough question to answer since TDS has two major components, the lobby and then the actual game. Looking at the 4 games that are already active in this event, we can see that the puzzles you have to solve all take place within the regular game itself. In Piggy, you still have to find keys and open doors. In Bee Swarm, you still have to enter codes, use the shop, and do stuff in the fields. In Bad Business, you still have to fight people. And even in Robloxian High, the obby requires that you be in the school at a certain time. So I think it's fair to say that whatever you do in TDS is going to take place inside of an actual game. I don't think it's going to be a puzzle in the lobby because the actual challenge needs to be sufficiently difficult. The puzzles in other games all took me about an hour to complete, and I can't imagine anything happening in the lobby that would take that long. A regular match at TDS takes between 20 and 30 minutes, which could be long enough for this event, even if it's something you have to do alone. Think about it. The Piggy puzzle can be done alone, Bee Swarm Sim can be done alone, Bad Business can be done alone, Robloxian High is a freaking obby. It makes sense that playing around at TDS could be the challenge. So if that's true, what would the puzzle aspect of the game be? I mean, just playing a regular match is like a puzzle. You have to place certain towers at certain times to counter certain enemies, or else you die a horrible, painful, bloody death. Oh yeah, and lose the game. Now, this is my theory, and it's completely original and never before thought of, but it's possible that the reason Golden Mode was removed with this update is that the TDS devs knew this event was coming, and defeating the Golden Titan is how you get the Ready Player 2 badge for Tower Defense Simulator. I'd also be willing to bet you have to use a fixed tower loadout like we did in the Easter event. So that's what I think the TDS puzzle for the Ready Player 2 event could be. So far, every puzzle's been a little different, so I'd expect TDS to have its own special twist on the mystery. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the possibility that TDS is actually not in the event at all, because the fact is, we just don't know. I'm not saying that there's all these clues and they're just coincidences, but there are a couple of strange things going on that I want to point out. First off, look at what the Bee Swarm Sim badge says. You played Bee Swarm Simulator. Almost like it's made to welcome new people to the game. It might have been given this title just to disguise that it was in the Ready Player 2 event before it launched, but why not just use question marks like Piggy did? But the Bee Swarm badge isn't what I think is weird. What I think is weird is that this TDS badge was added to the game 2 months ago, then mysteriously removed on the same day this mysterious badge was uploaded. Coincidence? And this one looks just like the Bee Swarm one. Welcome to TDS. Like it's welcoming new people to the game who are playing for the first time because of the event. So the question no one is asking here is, why was this badge replaced? Why would they have 2 badges for this event? Sure, it's possible this badge wasn't for the event and it was just meant to welcome new people to the game with the hardcore update. But if that's true, why didn't they ever make it obtainable? And it's also an awfully big coincidence that they removed it on the exact same day that they added this one. The other thing that makes me a little suspicious about the possibility of TDS not being in this event is the fact that we've found 11 badges so far. 4 from confirmed games and 7 more from possible games. That's 21 badges.
You stupid.
I mean 11, but there's only 7 portals. Now, one of 2 things could be happening here. Either there's 7 games giving out items, and those are going to be the games with the portals, while the other games are just going to give out a badge. Similar to how RB Battles is working, with only 3 games giving out swords, but many more with a specific RB Battles mode that you can complete for a badge. Or, and this is the worst case scenario, the people working at Roblox who designed this event contacted more game developers than they needed and had them all create badges and propose how they'd integrate this event into their game. So there may only be 7 games participating in this event, but as a safety measure to be sure that 7 games are ready for the launch, Roblox had more than 7 game developers designing special puzzles for people to do within their games. So Piggy, Bee Swarm Sim, and Robloxian High were the first games to finish adding their challenges, and that's why those games got released first. We might be waiting for any 3 of these other games to finish adding something new to their their game, and then it'll be added to the event. So it's possible for TDS to have a badge that makes it look like it's going to be in the Ready Player 2 event without it ever actually being in the event. Again, this is worst case scenario. I'd like to think that in some way TDS is going to be associated with Ready Player 2. That would be such a cool thing to be a part of. Personally, I hope it's a game mode with a fixed tower loadout that we have to triumph on. I think that's something TDS could use anyway to add some variety to the game, like daily or weekly challenges. Anyway, those are all the ideas that I have about TDS being in the Ready Player 2 event. Let me know what you guys think about those theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button with your forehead, hit that subscribe button with your big toe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my amazing upcoming content. If you aren't in my Discord community yet, go ahead and join at discord.gg/JustHarrisonThings, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, be safe, and never forget what I always say. Peace.